Sibikwa Arts Centres' most popular and longest-standing productions, DET Boys High, is set in a high school and uses, among other things, music to display how corruption and a life of crime can mar a community. Based on real events, the 1991 play opens at the Soweto Theatre tomorrow for a week. We're joined in studio by the cast members, Masiza, Mbali, Mahlatsi, Makonyana, as well as Taviso Motsetsa, who's one of the cast members of the DET Boys. Guys, good morning. Welcome to Morning Live.
Hey.
Let's start with you, Taviso. I mean, why is the story DET Boys still relevant in current day South Africa?
It's still relevant because when we play, we opened Soweto Theatre, we opened Joburg Theatre, and kids still associate themselves with Lotsako 1991 still happening in the 21st century. Yeah. So we kind of very interested and very, wow, these things still happen today. You think that they fell into 1991 in the new South Africa.
Let's talk about your character and how these two marry what you are doing. What's your character?
I play Mingus, the wannabe gangster.
Right.
Yeah, and basically in the show, I'm trying to control things. Yeah. But then I cannot manage to do that because there are other problems that are coming on, you know, like Toto beating up Udlomo and me wanting him to beat him up, actually. And then Bozol wants to smoke Dacha, and I'm like, yeah, let's do it. So, yeah.
And these two, their characters as well?
So this is Bozol, the protege of Mingus, and then this is Toto, the rural guy. Yeah.
All right. Talk to us about the reaction you guys have received. Taviso was talking about how you went to the Joburg Theatre and the Rodipo Theatre. What has been the reaction from the public?
Largely because we're performing for students, so they really relate. So they spot things that they can relate to. So the characters, particularly Bozol and Mingus, they can relate to those characters. So after the show, the questions that they have is specifically with these two guys, because they see, in schools they still have guys that will stay in the toilets and they see Mingus always there in the toilets and stuff like that. But I think because we're fortunate that we are able to perform also for older people, so the two generations, they've got different views about the play, because the play was obviously done for after 1994, before 1994. So back then, and the generation today, how they relate to the play is very interesting. So the reaction has been mixed in terms of the generation gap. Yeah.
How easy or difficult was it to prepare for this role?
we had 1 month to prepare.
Yeah.
Within 1 month, we had 2 weeks to learn the lines. So, like, I think the very difficult part is when you don't relate to the character. Now you really need to act, but at the same time, we try to be authentic and try to be real to the character and not just fake it. So I think preparation was quite a challenge, but as well, it was a growing process. So the journey, we're still trying to find the characters.
Yes, you're still trying to get into it. The preparations for this character, how easy or difficult was it?
It's very difficult because it's far away from me, which is a challenge, and it's a beautiful challenge and process. So I'm still trying to find it with the guys.
So what can students watching this interview now, looking forward to attend DET Boys, what can they look forward to?
I think more than anything else, it's a very theatrical, so it's very explosive. So the performance from the guys is fantastic. But on top of that, it's very educational. So we're not just giving you the theater experience, but we're giving you with a lot of information. So I think the students coming to watch the show, they need to expect fire.
All right. So what time do you kick off? I believe you're kicking off at the Soweto Theatre. Give us details, times.
The show starts at 11. It goes for 80 minutes. So around 12, it's finished. So from the 14th until the 19th of April this month.
Guys, thank you so much for talking to us.
They
are the cast members of DET Boys High, kicking off at Soweto Theatre tomorrow. Masiza Mbali, he's a cast member, Mahlatsi Makonyana, as well as Taviso Motsetsa, speaking to us about the DET Boys High, which is kicking off tomorrow at the Soweto Theatre. Let's take a